Hello again, everybody. Gaming Godfather with Doom Eternal Part 6 or 5.5 or 6.95. I don't know. 7 will get things back on track and where they need to be. So we start this one off in the intestines of hell, I believe. This purple goop is annoying. Walking through it is a pain because you cannot jump, which I will show you here in a second because of my wonderful stubbornness. And these tentacles are just annoying. You have no idea where they're going to spring up. There's nothing that I can see in the surface that will hint that. And then, of course, you're moving really slow. All right, so we see we can't jump anywhere. I've tried and tried and tried. Take care of that tentacle. Let's go up and get ourselves a map with another tentacle. From the sound of it popping through the liquid to it hitting you does give you plenty of time to actually get out of the way. I think that this is partially an impatience issue because I have been through this before. So we're going to mod our heavy cannon with the precision bolts. So now we have a scope. This is phenomenal, especially with most of the people that have seen some of my earlier videos understand that sniping games are one of my favorites. Because the way I've always looked at it in battle, one of the first points is to make sure that you are properly defended. And doing it from a distance is about the best way that you could possibly make that happen. All right, so we grab another extra life, which I'm sure we are going to need soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get through this going the wrong way, flip around. We'll go back, we'll see what we need to do again, point that out, which is going to be our, as I like to put it, Iron Man mech. This giant hand, we need a power core, plug it in, blow hole through wall, continue. So we're not going to go through that again.
There is a sentinel power core nearby.
Vega's letting us know the power core is up this hill as we walk on this floor of bodies. Because how else is hell going to look? I mean, is this really what I think it is? I mean, is this its asshole? Pretty brutal when it seems to have teeth. So I don't know if this is incoming or outgoing. Either way, still haven't looked into why it is that the mechs are frozen in place. The demons they were battling with are frozen in place in certain sections of hell. Alright, so let's pop in our core. Let's get a nice little Iron Man power beam going. Kapow! And now we can carry on. And what are we going to carry on with? Oh, look at that. Platforming. I could really do without that. And the thing is that this part of the game, the platforming, is simple compared to what needs to be done later. I mean, we're talking Doomslayer Olympic gymnast. And I don't even know if Simone would attempt to do the things that he's trying to get done. She's a little smaller, a little more agile. She probably actually could get through it better than the Doom Slayer. So here we are, hitting the switches to open the firewall from hell. All right, so I got to get back up. We're going to cut ahead, hit these last two switches, and find out that this section of hell to the next section of hell, you need a lot of permission here. Some very heavy-duty doors, which almost look wood-like, which is shocking considering we are playing in fire. All right, so we move on. We get to see the frozen dramatic battle that was happening here. That will be another spot we'll find in Section 7 where you're going to get on that sword and add another power cord to the tip. Sword will expand, will empty the guts of the demon that is next to it, which is why it also, tells me these were frozen in place. I initially thought for the longest time they were monuments, and that is not what they are. I like when you die by falling that they actually do bring you back in instantly. It's more of an inconvenience than anything else. So there's that extra life getting used. And wasted, by the way, because I will die more than once. Look at that. Blood punch. Blood punch on a Hell Knight. And it does not kill it. It will take a lot out of it, but it's not going to kill it. So that's how powerful the Hell Knights are at this point. And ladies and gentlemen, let me make one thing perfectly clear. They get upgraded later. So right now, that's a weak Hell Knight. Our rocket shooting skeletons. Love them. So there's, as you're going to see, more than one way to attempt this. There's a lot of wrong ways to attempt this. I will attempt this run and gun from a distance, trying to be a little more strategic. It doesn't matter the distance part because what you trigger once you fall is going to happen the same no matter what. You're going to get an Arachnotron, and you're going to get one of these wonderful rocket-launching skeletons that you'll be able to take out from the distance. A couple of imps will show up below to, make their presence felt. And then you'll continue on and probably just, get your ass kicked as soon as you drop. Especially if you waste too much ammo from up top. So, as you see, all I'm doing at this point is just jumping right back in. I try to do this systematically in a way that run and try to get one, as few amount of enemies in front of you as possible, especially if you're dealing with an extra large. Look at that. Went to glory kill to get the health back up again, and too late. So this is the first frustrating part of the game battle-wise. I mean, if you guys are aces, then that's not going to be a problem. You're going to get through this with no problem. Yeah, my problem, as you can see, is for some reason the last few parts of this, my accuracy has been way off. Another thing I want to point out as well, the beginning chapters, part 1 through 7, these are all shot in June of 2020. Then I jumped to August. So I had a busy summer. So I didn't take this back over again until middle of August. So we're going to see how those look. I believe 7 is part of that package yet, but we're going to see. So I'm sure my skills got a little rusty. I did not come in here knowing what to do. One of the reasons I do not like to jump from one game to another a lot of the times is because of the controller factor. You could even jump first person to first person to first person and have a different control scheme for each one. You can customize in a lot of the games nowadays. It's a great thing about modern technology. You can make these the way that you want to play them. Microsoft even has a controller now that can get your disabled friends, if you have any, in the gaming realm. I have a quadriplegic friend that I'm going to sit down with this summer, and hopefully we'll document how and what we did to... This is a person that's been a quadriplegic since he was 18 years old. He was run over by a jealous ex-boyfriend, and that's a long story we won't get into, but he's been either in a wheelchair or in a bed since the age of 18, and he is about my age. It would be great to be able to get him to do something that's normal with a lot of his friends. It's one thing about Mark. Mark, most of the friends that he knows, they've all been gamers at some point in time or another. It's a great way to socialize. So we're going to take the limited functions that he does have. He has full movement of his head. He can communicate with you just fine vocally, so those are 2 big pluses. But other than that, limb-wise, it's limited. So I'm not going to get him set up and watch him come in here and do this. Start rocking out on Doom and kicking some ass, but we'll see what we can do. Get him on some casuals, maybe some match 3s. Anything to get him busy and keep his mother from having to deal with every need that he has, and she's been doing that for her entire life. So anyway, that's another story for another time. But I would love to get him into playing something like this. So I got so off track, I forgot where the hell I was even at. Doesn't matter. This video was just for fun. Trying to tweak my openings and endings too as well. I'm working on some new templates to just plug in. Want to keep it fresh, keep it different, keep it so it's interesting enough for you guys to stay engaged. Really appreciate you coming out to watch this old man play some video games. So here's my sniping strategy, which it's good practice at this point, but nothing more. So you've got 2 you got to get with him. There you go. So he can't shoot rockets anymore. I believe the Arachnotron is also done at this point, or am I going back after him? All right, I'm going back after him. Problem is, he is in a perfect spot where getting to his cannon is next to impossible. So we're going to get around to wrapping this one up and look forward to seeing episode 7. We're probably going to pause it at lucky number 7. I'm going to go play some more Marvel's Avengers today and post a few more videos of it. That one was one of my first ones to kind of get instant fame. But which we're talking 17 hits in a day to me is instant fame. And I got a subscriber that is somebody I do not know. So apparently I'm doing something semi-right. So if you found this remotely enjoyable, please like. Also, please subscribe and enjoy some of my other videos. Share it with your friends if you care to. And hey, it's Gaming Godfather of Xbox Live. I got to thank you again for watching. I do appreciate it. Peace. Later.